Where do I even start? This episode make up greatly for the previous ones. The plot was focused on a single event, while little things happened behind the scenes. All attention was sent towards the conflict between Rhodes Island and Patriot. While not as bombastic as the music video, the action was still impactful enough to keep you interested, and the dialogue was just as impactful. Here, Rhodes had the resolve tested, and you can tell each important member had their belief shaken by Patriot himself, reaching the dramatic conclusion of Patriot's last words and his ultimate defiance against fate. Extra points to finally clarifying how the prophecy was conveyed, as the game didn't explain where did it came from. Not to mention it's a more direct introduction to the sarcasm Myriad Souls. So this episode is a 10 out of 10, right? Where do I even start? This episode was great. It had focus and showed why Boudreaux Castille was such an important character to the narrative. If only it was complete! I understand the nightmare that must have been for the writing team to fit chapter 7 and 8 into a single season, let alone the addition of the side stories, so I know some things will end on the chopping block. However, of all the things they could have cut out, the talk between Patriot and Helagur was without a doubt the most moronic thing of them all. Not only it introduced Patriot as a character, it showed how Reunion wasn't full of genocidal maniacs and that there was someone worth following. Not to mention, it introduced the reason behind Patriot's code name. But without it, all the impact of his death is, once more, rushed. He was just introduced into the anime, and now we'd expect the viewer to sympathize with him right off the bat. As a player, I understood who he was and what he meant, but look at it from the perspective of someone who doesn't know the source material. They got robbed of the best character in the Reunion arc, and personally, that's something I cannot condone. Would I say it's a terrible episode due to it? No, it still made great use of his character, albeit an incomplete one. Ergo, I give episode 4 of the third season a 9 out of 10. It could have been perfect, but they made do with what they had to the best of their abilities. It is because of this that I don't give them a lower qualification. There was clear heart behind it, and I wouldn't be surprised to know that the writing team hated having to cut down on Boudreaux Castille's introduction. For now, the story continues, and now all we have left is more suffering. You know, for fun.